What's up everybody, Corn here again with another review, this time with NECA's Ghostface action figure, also known as Scream. The movie just came out recently, haven't watched it either yet. From what I've heard it's not as good as part 1, but it is better than part 2 and 3. So I'm curious and I'm interested in watching it. So, as you guys have seen, probably in my past videos, I did reveal that this was one of my new action figures, which I just hadn't gotten to opening, right? And I just want to give out another shout out to Dylan at Figure 4 Photos on Instagram. He is a great buddy, and he was kind enough to actually buy this gift for me. So huge big thanks to him. It's still great. It's still in great condition and it is brand new. So I haven't opened it up yet just because I was saving it to do a review on it. So let's take a look at it. Let's look at the back first. So or the side here as well too. Yeah. So right here, there's knife and phone in hand. And one of the masks glows in the dark. He comes with 3 other masks besides this one right here. So there's this one right here. It's just a little bit more bloody. And this one glows in the dark. And this one is, I guess you could say it's like death. So let's open it up and take a look at it. So, yeah, the knives. Not too different from what we get with like Michael Myers, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and Jason. So yeah, it looks great. I really dig this. Whatchamacallit? I guess I'll call it a death stick. So yeah, excuse me. Still getting over a cough here. But yeah, so this one's the one that glows in the dark. It's interesting. And right here is the bloody one, the bloody Ghostface mask. And there's the death or rotten Ghostface mask. So yeah, he comes with 2 extra hands and 3 knives. So that's enough talk. Let's open him up. So here's Scream out of his packaging. And first thing I really want to look at, excuse me, is this right here. So yeah, I think this looks really great. The only downside is I mean I don't know too much about Scream, I'll be honest with you guys. When I see this, I thought that I was thinking, perhaps maybe he would be holding it like this, but in fact he actually has to hold it like this. So this is the handle this is the handle that goes into this hand. Oh man, it's the thing about NECA is they're pretty stiff, so sometimes you do have to heat them up. But sometimes for the weapons, you really gotta break them in. I mean, I was looking at it in the back packaging with Scream here, and it seems like he holds it. Well, actually, let's do it the other way. Here, let's I think it's this way. Yeah. Okay. Where he holds it like that. And oh yeah. And there, you could pop off the hand too. Let's see. Let's put that on. Yeah, so he holds it like this. I feel this hand coming off again. Okay. Just pulling it up. This almost seems like it is how he holds it. Well, forget about how the hand looks. Oh, I think that's how he holds it. I'm just looking at the back right here, and looks something like this. I mean, it's close enough. I'm not sure how exactly it's being held, but I could see that slanted, and yeah, so right here, I mean, I don't know. I don't know too much about how to make them hold this properly, but this seems doable. Doesn't look bad at all. Both of these hands. I was I was messing around with this before I laid out all the accessories, and it seems that this right hand is set specifically for this weapon right here, this death weapon. And then this left hand over here is to hold, is to hold this part of the weapon here. So, yeah. Let's see. Oh yeah. I was going to say, two of these knives is doable for this right hand. So this right hand is set specifically for these two knives here, right here, the two that I'm pointing at, and this kitchen knife right here is for this hand. I was messing around with it just because it does have a thicker handle compared to these other two. So yeah, I don't recommend using this knife for that hand, because it's gonna the obvious thing is you're probably gonna break it. So NECA's weapons, like their knives, could be pretty stiff. So if you're not careful with them, you'll break them easily. Let's see. So yeah, so he has his little telephone here. Let's see. Yeah, as you guys could see, or a walkie-talkie, like a walkie-talkie. Yeah. Oh wow, has those little details in the back. Misprints on the colors. I mean, you could clearly see that it's not even where the dot is, but you know, it's whatever. It's not like I'm gonna show what's at the back of this walkie-talkie when I'm taking pictures of it anyways. And so yeah, let's look at the knives up front. Yeah, they look great. If you guys have Chucky or Michael Myers, these knives will go really well with them. The NECA versions, of course. And then this kitchen knife, nothing too different about it. I feel like we've already gotten these with the past. Well, with Michael Myers and some of the Jason Voorhees figures, Friday the 13th, and Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So yeah. Now on to my favorite, the head sculpts here. I really want to see if this one glows in the dark. Well, it sure does. I mean, I don't know if you guys could see it, but I could see it. Let's see. Yeah, from my hand, I could see it. May not see it, but I could see it from where I'm at. But it looks great. It's awesome. See that there's a little bit of a misprint here. I don't know if I want to acetone that, because I don't want to mess up the coloring. And then, last but not least, the two best ones right here. Yeah, I like them. If anything, I think I'm going to be using this one more often than both head sculpts. I mean, this one more often than the other two head sculpts, just because I like the blood on it. It looks great. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to compare him with his fellow NECA counterparts. The first one we'll start off with is the retro Scream Ghostface. This one is obviously a whole lot taller than this one here. The retro versions are always taller, and the newer NECA versions of them, they're definitely more on the side that tends to scale more. Yeah. So he's clearly a lot taller, and he's a little bit more loose. However, I think if you're looking for accuracy, you want something that's more movie accurate, then go with this new Scream here. I think he's probably the best Scream figure there is so far. Even though he's probably the only second figure, I think. But I'm sure there are other Scream figures out there that NECA has made in the past, and I'm just not aware of them because, I'd say I'm probably at least, I'm about 5 years into the games. I obviously don't know much. Maybe a little bit more than what I think, I guess. But yeah, so actually we'll keep that there. We're speaking of retro body figures. We got Candyman here. So as you can see, the retro versions are clearly much taller. And another newer figure that's also like a retro NECA figure is the nun right here. Valak, however you pronounce her name. So yeah, these are the retros, and even if he wasn't slanting, like posing like that with the weapon, he'd still be shorter than all of them. So let's move these two out of the way. We'll just keep that other Scream figure there. We have Michael Myers and Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So if he wasn't slanting, I'd say he'd be about the same height as Michael Myers. And then he'd be a little bit taller than Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Leatherface. Let's just say Leatherface, Texas Chainsaw Massacre is a little bit too wordy. Let's see. Let's move him out. And then compare them with two of my favorites, Jason and Freddie. Okay. So one thing I do notice that this Jason is clearly taller than all of the other Jason figures because of his boots. So he has like really thick soles, as you guys could see right here. So the soles on his shoes here are very thick. So it does give him a little bit of advantage to his killings. Let's put it that way. And then, so let's move them out of the way now. Next up, we're going to add some shorties. So here's Annabelle. Okay. We have Chucky and Tiffany from the 2-pack. And since we're doing shorties, might as well do another shorty here. This is the Ultimate Edition Chucky figure. So, you guys can probably see that there's a bit of a paint defect here. I just got done doing some quick Google searches too, and it looks like I keep most of my figures in Ziploc bags, especially the ones after I've opened. Mainly Marvel Legends. I haven't had any issues with Marvel Legends with like any paint defects at all. Like they seem to be doing fine, just staying in the Ziploc bags. However, I have had some paint issues with Mattel's Elite lines, WWE Elite line, and also with Jazzware's AEW Unrivaled and Unmatched. My Orange Cassidy had a paint defect on it. I kept the sunglasses on him, so when I took it off, it left stains on it, and then parts of the stain was left onto his hair, and I acetone that, and I accidentally made it worse than it should be. So it led to another problem. So like part of his hair is like part of the paint on his hair is gone. So I got a buddy of mine that I'm gonna reach out to help me get that sorted out. And he's also gonna help me sort out my Miles Morales issue last time that you guys saw, where I had broken one of the custom pegs. But yeah, so I realized that Ziploc bags are not always safe for certain figures. So I've learned that with Mattel's figures, AEW's figures. So Mattel's wrestling WWE Elite figures, AEW's wrestling figures, and then now NECA. So it does leave a defect on the figures right here. I mean, it's not. I don't think it's terrible on Chucky, but I mean, you could clearly see that there's a difference with the paint here. But I guess that's okay because, you know, it's not like his clothes stays clean throughout the whole entire movies from all of his killings, right? And there's a little bit of a paint issue here too. It's like it's a stain on here. I did acetone that and it also wasn't coming off. So I was just like, then, you know, it's whatever. At the end of the day, my favorite Chucky is the 2-pack Chucky here, just because it's more iconic to me. And that Chucky is particularly a lot funnier than the first, from Child's Play 1 and 2. Child's Play 1 and 2 was more on the scary side, but once it got to Bride of Chucky and beyond that, it was just funny to me. So it wasn't that scary anymore. It's just hilarious. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. You know, just a little bit of some paint issues here. Tiffany's dress does have a bit of a stain here and there, as you can see. Did try to acetone it off too, but you know, that also wasn't working. I'm not sure how long it's been a issue, but you know, it's cool. It's whatever. Like I said, you know, what serial killer stays clean throughout a killing spree, right? So yeah. So now that we've come towards the end of the video, as you guys always know, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Subscribe to my channel if you guys haven't already. Most importantly, follow me on YouTube. Follow me on Instagram at Corn. Well, not Corn Toyography anymore. realcorntb. Remember, Corn Toyography has been hacked. So follow me at realcorntb on Instagram. Thank you very much for watching all of this, everybody. Happy Martin Luther King Day. Peace.